Hello everyone, this is Cassandra Herbert with Zest and Harmony Counseling, Coaching, and Consulting, sharing health and wellness tips for the busy professional real life superwoman. So today I want to talk about my favorite supporting remedies to support your sinus and your respiratory system when pollen is out and you start sneezing and you start having congestion and a headache and runny eyes and runny nose. So I'm going to share some of my favorite tips. So first of all, let me tell you, during this time of year, the springtime, what happens is pollen is in mass. It just comes out, right? Mass. And I am actually sensitive to pollen. I actually do have an allergic reaction to pollen where my eyes are running, I'm sneezing, I have a runny nose. And so what happens is the pollen comes into our system usually through our nose, and then what happens is the pollen goes into our nasal cavity and it comes in contact with mast cells, which are part of our immune system, causing a release in histamine. When we have a release in histamine, what happens? We sneeze, we have runny eyes, we have runny nose, and we just don't feel that great, and we can also have itching, that itching eye. Oh my goodness, I remember, let me just tell you this story. When I first found out that I was actually allergic to pollen was when I was about 12 years old, 11 or 12, and I was playing outside and I was like, sneezing, and my eyes were like, I just couldn't stop rubbing my eyes. And you know what? I came inside and told my mother and my grandma, I was like, I think I am allergic to being outside. And guess what? I was. I went to the doctor and found out that I was actually allergic to pollen. And it got worse over the years, and especially, that was in upstate New York, it was really bad. And when I moved to Maryland, it was really bad. So let me tell you some tips that I have used personally that have helped me to support my respiratory and my sinus system and lessen the sneezing, the runny eyes, and the runny nose and the itchiness. So one of the first things is I changed what I ate. I'm all about eating healthy foods, right? And removing those foods that causes toxicity. So if I'm eating foods that are causing inflammation, then when I have this sensitivity to pollen, it's going to even cause more inflammation. So some of those was getting rid of dairy. I stopped doing dairy. And I'm going to tell you, I don't really have that congestion and that runny nose anymore since I reduced dairy as well as sugar. Yes, you got it right, sugar. And I'm all about the sugar. Meaning releasing your sugar blues, getting rid of the sugar, especially for us real-life superwomen who tend to like our sugar and our carbohydrates. But you know what? I lessened that, and that made a huge difference. That alone, significantly decreased my symptoms. Okay, so let me tell you some other things that I did. I actually found out from a naturopath to support my system by using Nettle. So freeze-dried stinging nettle, and you can buy them in capsules, you can buy them in powder like this, and I think I don't know, I might have got this on Amazon, and I use like a scoop of this. It's green, super green. I don't know if you can see it. And you can just add this to some water, like a teaspoon, or more to water or to your smoothie, and you can just drink it. And you could add that and some lemon, and lemon is rich in vitamin C. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about vitamin C because that helps to support your respiratory and your immune system. So I do that. But you want to make sure that you get freeze-dried nettle, because nettle has the compounds that are antihistamine, and if you get the freeze-dried, it's going to have more of the active compound. So that's key. Yes, you can get nettle tea and everything, and that kind of will be benefit, but get the freeze-dried, so that is in capsule or the powder form. Now, the other thing that I use is, I don't use this as much, but honey. So you get the raw local honey. Local honey is key. See, I live in Maryland. This says Termont, Maryland. I live in Maryland. This says Brandywine, Maryland. And the reason why you want to get local raw honey is because that helps to build up, because it's like from the bees and the pollen, and it helps to build up your immune system. All right, so I don't do that as much anymore. You could do like a tablespoon of that. You could add it to your water in the morning with ginger, which is anti-inflammatory, and some lemon, rich in vitamin C. You see where I'm going here? Yep. And so the other thing that you can do, which I love, is you can get honeybee pollen. Okay, so you can get this bee pollen, and you can take this, and it actually has on here, it has been known to help alleviate allergy symptoms, provide energy, and boost your immune system. So, I just take a couple of these, and it's really tasty and good. Love it. All right, so that is good. You can add this to your coconut yogurt, non-dairy yogurt, unsweetened yogurt. You can add this to making homemade protein bars. You can add this to your smoothies, or you can just take it alone. So now the other thing is eating foods rich in vitamin C. And some of those foods, yeah, you might be thinking orange juice. Well, orange juice usually is pasteurized and concentrated. And so if you're going to do orange juice, do fresh orange juice. And you could do the orange juice and mix your nettle powder in it. But the thing about orange juice is even if you get the fresh squeezed orange juice, it's still concentrated and still has a lot of fructose in it that can affect you. So I like to do, yes, sweet bell peppers, yellow, orange, and red. Really rich in vitamin C. You know what else is rich in vitamin C? Broccoli. Broccoli is really rich in vitamin C. And so those are some great things that you can do to boost your immune system. Vitamin C helps to support your immune system. The other thing that you want to do, or can do, that I do, is taking buffered vitamin C, which is powdered vitamin C with calcium, magnesium, and zinc in it, so that you can actually take it, you mix it with some water, I don't have any to show you, and then you drink that, and it doesn't cause digestive issues like pure ascorbic acid would. I love it. I take that during the winter time as well as during this time of the year, the springtime, to really support my immune system so I'm less likely to be triggered by the pollen. All right, so a couple other tips for you. I use the Neti Pot. So here's the Neti Pot. So now the thing with the Neti Pot is that you want to get the neti salt. So if you get the neti salt, here you go, and you do 1/4 teaspoon in this. Now the key is that you don't want to add just like water from the sink to this. You want to get distilled water. The reason being is water from your faucet has a lot of other things in it. And that's why you probably heard that story about that woman who did that and the bacteria went up into her brain. And so we don't want that for you. So the other thing is you want to make sure you clean this. You don't want to stick this up in your nose because that can come contaminated. You just do this. One day I'll have to do a demonstration, and it comes out the other part of your nose, and then you do this, and you do it that way. And so the thing about this, what this does is clean out your nasal passage. Like I said, like mold. So mold can also trigger sneezing, and that can trigger runny nose and stuff, as well as pet dandruff, as well as pollen. And so that gets stuck because our bodies are amazing. We have our nose hairs, and it traps that. But then where is it going to go? So this is a great way to clean it during the spring season, and you could do that daily. All right, so remember, make sure this is all cleaned and nice. You use the neti salt. It's a saline solution. And I'm going to tell you, research has shown that many doctors highly recommend nasal irrigation to relieve those sinus symptoms. So see, this has been, and it's been studied to be very effective. So try it out. Now, my last recommendation that I use are essential oils. I love my essential oils. I've been even before I got hooked up with doTERRA, I was doing essential oils, for years, because I love my sense of smell. So, during this time of year, I want my nasal passages clear because I want to smell things, the fresh air and everything. So there's a lot of essential oils that can help support your system. your respiratory and sinus system and your immune system during this time of year. So I'm just going to mention three of them. Two of them that I use for this is lemon. So lemon actually has antihistamine properties, helps to relieve excess mucus, and is anti-inflammatory. All of this, lemon. And how can you use any of these essential oils? You can put them in your palms, just go like this, and just like one drop. Just smell it. You can put it in a diffuser if you have it. You can rub it on yourself, if it is for topical use. So you can do all of that. You can also, which I love, is to rub it on the bottom of my feet. And so what I do is take a little bit of coconut oil or olive oil or shea butter and put that on, and then put a drop and rub it on the bottom of my feet. And the reason being is your feet are very absorbent. So the other thing that I love, oh my goodness, this is so supportive of your immune system, is frankincense oil. I love the way it smells, and it helps to reduce the inflammatory response of pollen or allergens in your body. It also has anti-inflammatory benefits, and also it contains a compound called alpha-theanine, which reduces. You see? Oh my goodness, I love frankincense, and it has so much other benefits, and so does lemon, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. And the other one, which I have not used, but is also known to help to support you during this time of year, is lemongrass. Lemongrass. I love the way lemongrass smells. Oh my goodness. Inhaling lemongrass has been shown to reduce inflammatory complications in the respiratory tract. And actually, I found this out, that the Internal Journal of Molecular Medicine discovered that compounds in lemongrass essential oil had an anti-allergic and anti-inflammatory effect on the body. So, oh my goodness, see? And you can just do this. You can just take this. Oh my goodness, these are so supportive, so great for you, So I just wanted to get on and talk about these alternatives that can help support you during this time of year where pollen is very much active and in the air, and you might be experiencing those symptoms. These are some natural things that can support you during this time. So again, I am Cassandra Herbert, your holistic nurse consultant and your health and wellness educator and coach, supporting the busy professional real-life superwoman who secretly feels overwhelmed, depleted, and fatigued. Live that holistic lifestyle with ease and energy. If you have any questions, please post below. Until next time, bye-bye, my friends.